What's up, folks? Now I'm coming at you today with my first video on StableFund. Now this one has been on my radar for a while now. I just didn't have the time to go through it, but here I am. So it has been gaining lots of traction as of late, especially when we talk about the huge growth of their total value locked, and for good reason. Now I'm gonna mainly be covering an insightful overview of the stake to earn portion of the platform itself and throw in some numbers here and there just for you to get an idea of where we're at. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So like I said, I'm going to be focusing on the stake to earn portion of the website because honestly, there's much more to it. And it's essentially a wallet where you can store your crypto. It's a non-custodial one. Also, you can exchange your crypto there. You can trade. There's a lot of things you can do. I'm going to show you the website soon. But for the stake to earn portion, essentially there are 3 tokens that you can start with. 3 coins, sorry. So BNB, BUSD on BAP20, and Matic on Polygon. So each one on their own native chain. So once you do buy your coin, so the one you want to enter with, then you go to the stake portion of the website, and then here you are. Once you put them in, you're going to start earning 1.5% per day. There are a few things that you should know upon doing so. First things first, that whenever you enter, so the deposit you enter with has a 28-day lockup period, and there's no minimum amount, so you can put whatever you want in. That's first. Second, there's going to be potential future currencies that are going to be covered by the protocol, ETH, AVAX, FTM, all on their native chains, but unfortunately we don't have any announcement yet, so we're going to have to wait and see. Third, rewards can be withdrawn whenever you want, and they also accumulate, so you don't have to just do that every 24 hours or so. And capital can be taken out after 28 days when the lockup period ends. There are 2 more things that you should care about. One is that there's a 3% tax on deposits, so whatever you put in the stake to earn portion is going to get taxed 3% for development and team expansion most probably. And 2, unfortunately, there's no automatic compound. So if you want to compound and add to your deposit without adding fresh capital, you're going to have to withdraw earnings and then add them back to the deposit section to earn more the next day, and so on and so forth. So that's essentially how this portion of the website works. All right, so that's essentially the main website. So if you go to stablefund.app, you're going to stumble upon this. Ironically, they advertise their crypto wallet as the first thing you see, not the stake to earn portion. I think that comes up next. You can also download the application for Android and iOS on the Play Store or on the App Store. And essentially, if you go through the website, it's pretty simple. Like I said, you can stake to earn, but you can also do other things like store your crypto, exchange them, trade them, and all of that good stuff. Now, if you do want to access the dashboard itself, you're going to have to create an account. So you sign up and then you create your account, you enter your email, your credentials, your phone number, and then once you're in, you're in. And this is how the dashboard would look like. So I have this in front of me. You also have price feeds of the tokens you can use to start earning with the stake portion. So like I said, there's Matic, BUSD, BNB available now. Those are potential ones into the future we're going to see. Now, the main product that actually provides those earnings is a state-of-the-art, as they mentioned, an AI trading bot. Now, whatever was announced till now is that the AI trading bot averages about 5% a day. Now, I'm not sure how accurate this is, and then out of that, 1.5% is paid out for all the participants. Now, we honestly don't have any audited records as of yet, but the team promised that there's going to be a live trading show. I think it's going to happen due in November. And if I heard correctly, there are about 100 devs working for the platform. So all of us were waiting to see if that is the case, because previous encounters with AI trading bots haven't been great. However, this can be done. So these types of profits can be done. And if this is the case, so if this is whatever is happening in the background, this is awesome. I think even right now, there's about 100 million BUSD, even more than that, as a total value locked inside the platform. When this goes live, so when the trading goes live, and when this has a dashboard of its own, and when we see revenues getting in on a daily basis, I think this is gonna skyrocket, but that's just my opinion. Alright, so in order to do this though, you're gonna have to transfer funds into the wallet, and then here you are, you have your funds right here. You can choose the currency you want, based on whatever you have transferred, of course. And then you put a certain amount. You can preset it at 25, 50, 75, and then you deposit. You deposit, 3% goes out of your deposit section, and then you're in. So I go to the stake section. Now I haven't actually deposited any yet. I decided to do the video first and then enter the platform after. So this is where you see everything. So this is where you deposit, this is where you withdraw your rewards, or you can withdraw your capital after 28 days as discussed. And if you want to put more, you can do with fresh capital or with the rewards you withdraw and then you deposit back. Now, I have actually done a spreadsheet because if you go back to the dashboard, you can only see the metrics for every token itself. So I took it upon myself to display everything in one spreadsheet so you can get an idea where we're at. And like I said, we are at more than 100 million, so exactly 110 million total value locked right now in BUSD. So that's spread out between Matic, BNB, and BUSD. And not all of these three currencies launched at once, by the way. So the first one that launched was Matic, and then the second one followed BUSD, then BNB. You can see the days since inception right here. Now, also one more thing I also displayed is that is how much was rewarded, but those are in the native token. So that's how much in Matic, BNB, and BUSD. Now, just for a reasonability check, assuming that all this TVL was earning at launch 1.5% at launch of their respective coins, that would mean that the rewards would be that much, but that much has been rewarded because, of course, not all the TVL was at launch. It was progressively being added to the platform. So the reasonability check here is that this number should be bigger than this number for it to make sense, and it is the case. Another reasonability check is the actual percentage earned based on whatever was rewarded and the total value locked in the respective coin. Now, those are the three ratios that I came up with. Now, logically speaking, the more, so the one that launched first should have a higher earnings ratio, right? Because it launched first, hence it has more, hence the reward should be more. But yeah, weirdly enough, it's not the case. So the one that rewarded more so far is BNB, and my assumption is that for the BNB part, a lot has been put at launch because Matic was the first, so people were not really aware of the protocol, so they were skeptical. So 1, 2, 3 months in, and then people started adding funds. For BUSD, similar tactics. So at the beginning it was maybe a bit slower, but then it got exponentially high. For BNB, because the platform was already set in stone, hence why a lot of people entered at inception, and hence why I think that's why the actual percentage earned is higher than the rest. So I'm trying just to show you these numbers for you to make sense, and the total number of investors overall is 19,600, so 19,596, and the average per investor just gives you an idea how bullish people are and how willing they are to put money in the protocol because they trust the protocol. It has been running for a while, and they trust the people who are running the protocol itself. But again, the full trust circle will come together once trading goes live and once we have a revenue dashboard that showcases all of this. Alright, that's it from me today. Thank you for sticking around and listening to everything I had to say. Now, I really hope I brought you some value with this. I know you've seen probably lots of videos about the app itself, how it works, but essentially it's not really complicated. I just wanted to show you a more insightful overview. Now, one small suggestion I'd like to add is that perhaps it would be pretty useful to have a total invested amount tab. So all of these three metrics, so total invested, total investors, and total rewards, maybe have a total tab where they're all converted to BUSD, where you can see the totals overall, so the sum totals, because right now you have to go through each of these coins in order to see the amount for this coin itself. So if there are more in the future, it's going to get a bit more complicated. So I think a totals tab would make pretty much it would make life easier for new investors to just get an idea of how much money in BUSD is in the protocol itself. Now, a sub to the channel would be amazing. It really gives us new kids around the block more motivation to dish out more valuable content for everyone, and also expose this word we love the most to more people. So I thank you and appreciate you in advance. And like I said, this is the first of many for StableFund. I'm gonna keep covering this protocol as we progress along the journey. As always, take care of your finances and trade responsibly. This was Roy with DeFi Ascension. Thanks for watching.